Coach, a terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Denver Broncos. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. 30 pace. Let's go. Okay, hard.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Second and 10. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. John Ross, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Sit. Right to the 3. Squeeze, double.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Newton now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Steps away to his left. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the... Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 50. Clear. Blue dog working. Blue dog working. Lock strike. Check 55. Mike.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 4th down and goal at the 5.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game.
And he lost the football, and the Rams have got it back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. They'll look to throw now on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
36, 30 topper.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. John Ross with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Newton to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at the 15. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
Check 50. Squeeze, get in there.
They'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Get him. Charlie. Man, I'm going to come back to you. Ready, go.
They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
They'll look to throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an all.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, first and goal. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Back to throw here. And caught by Henry. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And it's caught. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike 55. Mike 55. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Let's go.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. John Ross on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Newton. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We call that.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
That's pulled in at the 32. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Jim. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I got him. Alert 3.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
I got one. 20. Say. Check. 20. Check.
Gordon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing is Newton. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Watch the screen. 49, check 49.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Eight. Alert 3.
Now Newton. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't...
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He got 29 yards that time.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to if Dolphins is confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Let's go touchdowns, baby.
From 4 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Gordon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Newton. And that's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. He has still not connected on a single pass in this 2nd half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready? It's a party now. You got tight. You got tight right there. Ready?
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 94 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Pick your game up. Watch the shift. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Mike 42. Mike 42. And go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Demarius Randall. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded at the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Back to throw, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30.
We've got this. 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the
touchdown, L.A. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Being chased out left. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 60 outlaw. Get ready, let's go.
They hand off to their big tight end. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Interception all day, baby. That's it. 388. Watch time. Tight end right.
On first down, Newton. Complete to Washington. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Now Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. Here, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That was his carry for Melvin Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Rams, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.